Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker has left us with a lot of unanswered questions, and most of those questions this movie created itself. What's up, Comic Book Nation? BD here, and we're about to run through 5 big questions after seeing Star Wars Episode 9, which means full spoilers for The Rise of Skywalker follow. First of all, what did Finn want to tell Rey? The entire movie, Finn seemingly has some big secret that he wants to tell Rey, and he never actually opens his mouth to tell her. Now, it doesn't seem like he's choking back any sort of "I love you," seeing as she apparently had a thing for Ben Solo, and that would muck up that plot a little bit. So, was he trying to tell her that he is Force sensitive and couldn't for some reason? It doesn't seem super relevant, but by the end of the movie, he definitely showed some Force connection to her, feeling something when she died, just like Leia did when Han died in The Force Awakens. What do you think Finn wanted to tell Rey? Second, how was Palpatine alive? The movie didn't spend much time explaining how Palpatine escaped death or if he didn't beat death at all and this was actually a clone of him. It threw away all of your Snoke theories by revealing that Snoke was some sort of clone creation of the Sith when a bunch of Snokes were floating in a tank, which might be how Palpatine survived his death in Return of the Jedi. Maybe when he died, his consciousness transferred to a clone? It doesn't seem like it, since this Palpatine required a crane to move around his lowly functioning, probably original body. So really, we're still asking, how was Palpatine alive? Third, speaking of Palpatine, who was Rey's grandmother? This is a Palpatine question because I know they say there's someone for everyone, but I mean, is there really someone for this guy? Not only does he look like a melted version of Voldemort, but he's just a really bad guy. I don't need to give you a picture of the mechanics here, but someone thought it was a good idea to do the old birds and the bees with this creep show. Let's just have a moment of silence for whoever let Palpatine clap cheeks. Fourth question, how did Zori Bliss get off of Kijimi? I'll tell you how, Disney Plus. This movie was like an onslaught of new characters who were developed just enough to make you remember them, with plenty of room for more. Obviously, Zori and her intergalactic Power Ranger helmet just jetted off the planet before it was destroyed, but her history with Poe and character as a whole could be an interesting next opportunity for Kerry Russell in the Star Wars universe. Fifth and finally, on the topic of new characters, was the movie teasing some sort of connection between Lando and Jannah? Before it ended, Lando sat down and was the first person besides Finn who did have things in common with Jannah to ask very specific questions about her life before she was abducted and turned into a stormtrooper. They have different homeworlds, and it's unlikely that he is her family, so this could have just been a tease of more things to come from Jannah, but it seemed oddly specific and left us wondering what might be there. What questions do you have after watching Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker? Because certainly there are a lot of them. Share yours in the comments section or send them my way on Instagram and Twitter at BrandonDavisBD, and head over to Comicbook.com/Star Wars for more. I'm BD. I'll see you there.